First question, what are the most pressing issues facing Adams County Sheriff's Department in 2010, and are you ready to address them as the next sheriff?
Well, I think probably one of the most pressing issues facing us is just, again, continuing to provide service, or at least doing more with less. It's getting more and more creative to find ways to cut back and do things with less. I'm kind of one of those envelope system kind of guys in my own family, so I'm kind of used to being lean with finances and stretching the almighty dollar. So we got to continue to always find ways to, cut corners without cutting back resources to the men and women who do the work. That's probably a key issue. Two, it's just a new leadership attitude, just a little bit of a change in the way we present the command staff to the organization, rather than having people serve those that are in command position. Apply the opposite towards the agency, and what can we do to serve them? I think it makes for a better product. So between those two, those are probably the top two issues I think facing the organization. We're good with technology and our resources, and the things we have to do the work are right where they need to be. But getting more creative and getting the whole organization involved in the direction we go in the next 4 years is going to be critical to public safety service and to an environment in the organization where people really want to come to work to serve.
Okay. Number two, your campaign is support ranging from the fraternal orders of police to community organizations and within your own department. Please explain why this level of support is vital to the next sheriff.
Well, to be very honest with you, I wouldn't be running. I wouldn't be a candidate for the Adams County Sheriff's race if it weren't for that. I went in to meet the candidate night and have, there probably was 14 questions given to both candidates tonight that we debated amongst ourselves in front of our organization, in front of the fraternal police that were there. And if it hadn't turned out the way it did, I wouldn't be a candidate for the sheriff's race. It's vital, it's critical, it's everything to me. Without the support, without the encouragement, without a stamp of approval, for a lack of a better word, of my service to the organization, whatever level of command I've been in or leadership I've been in the organization, a stamp of approval that they seem to like what I presented, saw my personality, saw my ethics and my integrity from afar and up close, and that stamp of approval is what's motivated me and keeping me going in this race and challenging the command and the leadership in the organization as it stands now. And then as it carries it's carried itself into, the fraternal police, and it's carried itself into other law enforcement agencies across the county and state backing the decision of the organization, who knows both candidates intimately, the best that anybody could possibly know them, and for them to overwhelmingly support. I didn't win by 10 votes. I won by 100 votes, and it's just critical. It's everything to my campaign. It means the most. I've kind of already won a battle, and I'm just hoping to win a war in November.
Okay. Number three, do you believe it is time for a change in the Adams County Sheriff's Office, and why is 2010 the right time to do so?
I don't know if 2010 is the right time to do so. It was the plans of a two-term sheriff. It was a surprise to everybody when the second term passed, the third term initiative passed. So the timing was the sheriff had an 8-year opportunity to do what he could with the organization and make it the best he could. And to have that third term slip in there at the last minute was kind of a surprise to everyone. It just didn't deter me from seeking that endorsement we've already spoken about. Why is it the right timing? I think the organization has gone as far as it can with the current sheriff, and I'll say no more than that, other than change is good, and the opportunity to go in and with my personality and outside the box kind of a creative thinking individual like me, I think we can go keep it with things that are doing really well and discard the things that aren't working so well, and just be able to better the organization that way.
Okay. Number four, you described the importance of strong leadership in the role of sheriff. Please explain why this is so important.
Well, I think my comment is leadership is everything to the organization. So, and if it equates to if everybody is being led well and participating in that leadership, and I just name it servant leadership. So I serve the organization. I do the best of my ability to serve those that serve the citizens of Adams County. Then the sheriff becomes a voice of 535 people rather than just himself. So it's that servant-style attitude times the organization is, I think, critical. That's the best way I think a sheriff can serve the community, is have the people of the organization come to work ready, willing, and responsive to the needs of the citizens of Adams County. And you can only imagine if we have that environment where great morale has an opportunity to thrive, what it means to the cop, the police officer knocking on the door of the person that's called them to respond. If they feel like they're being served and it's being modeled to them, then hopefully that the citizens will feel that same way when they get police service. It was told to me by somebody not too long ago that he got pulled over by a police officer, and the way the police officer treated him and talked to him and spoke to him, he told his son that was indicative of the way that officer is being treated by the command staff of the organization. That kind of set home with me, and I'm looking forward to being that here in the next 4 years.
Okay. And then the last question, number 5. What should the voters of Adams County know for mostly about you?
It took me 31 years to prepare for this. I think I'm a very well qualified person to serve them for the next 4 years. I've done a little bit of everything in the organization, commanded at all various levels. I have a great mind for and enjoy very much, sick as it might sound, budget. Like I said before, stretching the dollar to the maximum. Lived in this community for 30 years, raised my children in this community for 30 years. I know the community very well, from the street level all the way up to where I am. I think they're going to get a great service, and they're really going to be able to see a difference and a change with inmates being out cleaning up trash and cleaning up graffiti. I think you're going to get a better visual of the Adams County Sheriff's Office. They're going to see more from the Sheriff's Office. They're going to see a sheriff that returns emails and returns phone calls and does more listening than speaking. The citizens know best what they need for the Sheriff's Office to do, and not the sheriff. We need to do a better job listening, and I think they're going to get that from me, and looking forward to it, actually.